All right, it looks like we're going live. Let me just look here on my... All right. Do you see... Okay. Trying to get the live going. Oh, here I am. Okay. I just want to make sure this volume is down too. Is the mic on? Hello, hello. Okay. Hello, how is everybody doing? Let me know if you can see me and hear me. We are doing Monday Night Live tonight. I have a new setup. Look, you guys get to see the whole thing from the front, so it'll be good. I'm just trying to make sure I can see the comments, and then we will get started. So let me know when you hop on. Put in the comments your name and where you're watching from, and we will get started here in a few minutes. This is so exciting. I love collaborating with TMI Gifts, so you guys are going to love this. Okay. I can't see the comments on mine, but I can see them on this thing. Patty, hello. Hello, hello, my friend. Okay, so tonight we're going to do it a little different. Let's see. How come I can't see the comments? How are you guys? How is your week going? It's so weird to be on Monday night because I feel like I should just be on Tuesdays. Okay, let me see here. There we go. Follow. Okay, I can see the comments on this little thing here, but I can't see them. Oh, Michelle's on. Hi, Michelle. How are you guys doing? How is everybody's week starting off? Thank you for joining me tonight. All right, I have this beautiful grapevine wreath that we're going to make tonight, and it is a special collaboration with TMI Gifts. And if you saw my live last week, you know that we opened the box of all of the goodies that they sent me, and we got to look at the florals and all the ribbons and stuff. So tonight, we're going to go ahead and make a design with all of those things. So, all right, I can't see the comments on this thing. Okay, so we're going to get started, and I have the glue pot over here going, which, if you know, I am very nervous about this thing, but we're going to give it a go because everybody loves it. And I did use it at my mom's house, and it was fun. So now what we're going to do is just get started on our design. So I already went ahead and just attached this ribbon. If you guys can see, let me make sure. I just wanted to have it in place so that I wasn't trying to fumble around with this piece that I wanted to attach ahead of time. And then we're going to make the bow that's going to go on the top. And then what I'm thinking is we'll put in some of the florals that are focal florals, and then we'll fill it in with the fun stuff. So, okay. I'm losing my mind. Okay, comments. So yeah, come on in. Let me know where you're watching from. Don't forget, if you see the red live button above me, that means that you are watching live. And if not, don't forget to put hashtag replay in the comments for me. So just a friendly reminder, or if you didn't see last week's live, these are some of the florals that we're going to be working with. Excuse me. And everything tonight is available at tmigifts.com. They are amazing. They have a ton of home decor, crafting supplies, wreath making, florals, gifts, you name it. They have a whole bunch of good stuff. So if you go to their website and you use the code Amanda15, you will get 15% off. And they have all kinds of deals on shipping and stuff, and their prices are super reasonable. So definitely make sure that you check it out, because I'm going to definitely be putting in an order for some of the supplies tonight, because I think I have a new favorite flower. So that is happening. So hello. We can't read the sign. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about the sign. Let me see what else is going on. Okay. Here's the flowers. So we have our rose. We have the roses. These are super cute, and they have a white on the bottom, like a beigey green. So we have some of these, and then we also had the Stargazer lilies, which there are a few of these. I think I have 4. This was all on one big step. So it was all one, which is really cool. So right now we have the pink and the light pink, dark pink. And then we're going to add in these really cute pink. They're like little florals, little rosebuds, greenery. And then they had some other little leaves on it. There's a few of those. And let me think about what else was on the stem. Oh, there was a greenery on here as well. It's just a little bit of eucalyptus. And these, it was one big giant stem. So they're all color coordinated. Super cute. I love these. So this was kind of like the pink part that I was like thinking about with the pinks for this design. And then we also have, which I love, I definitely need to order some of these because this I think is my new favorite. This is the green and white floral, the little cone-shaped flower. I love this. I think this is almost like a neutral that you can use in pretty much anything. Let me hold it up for you guys. See how cute that is? Creek Road's watching. Hello, hello. So I love these. Definitely need some of these. And then we have a white. This is like a little daisy-ish kind of flower. And I love this because it has a nice greenery to it. And then it has the florals. Let me hold them up here. Whoops, wrong way. That kind of pull everything together for like the white and the yellow. Love that. And then we have this beautiful, which purple is my favorite color. So there are these really pretty, they almost look like watercolor. Hold on, I'll hold them up for you guys. These watercolor purple flowers that I love. And then we have, but wait, there's more greenery that we're going to fill it in with. This has a dark on the bottom, light on the top. So we have some of these. And then we have another greenery option. These are a lighter green, which I really liked. And I think that these have a really fun texture. So we have those to add. And then we have finally the last one, this beautiful white. I think it's kind of like a finishing flower. That's what I think of it as. And it has these little tiny white flowers on it. And I just think these are really pretty. So these are the florals that we're going to be using tonight in the design. And then I will show you guys the ribbons. Let me just make sure everybody's doing okay. Hold on here. I gotta read this. Oh, you can read the sign. Awesome. Thank you. Literally, I'm reading this on the tiniest thing ever. And you guys, I'm blind. Maureen is on. Thank you guys for joining me. Okay, so ribbon. We have a beautiful floral ribbon. This is an RG ribbon, and it has, hold on, let me hold it up for you guys. This beautiful floral pattern. It's on like a kind of dark Kelly green background, and it has pink, purple, and white, and it has different shades. So it's going to pull these flowers together really nicely. I love this. This was actually kind of the first thing that I saw because I saw a bunch of spring ribbons that were new at TMI Gifts. And I really like this one. And then to go with it, the finale, we have our pink. It is a 1.5 inch. And this is a textured, like kind of velourish feeling, dark pink. Hold on here. So I love the 1.5 inch ribbon. And I love the solids. I think they're really fun. You can really do a lot with these. So all of these are available at tmigifts.com. And we will get started with our bow. My mom is on. Hi, Mom. Okay, let me check my tiny screen. Babe, if you're watching, this thing is going to die, so you have to come help me. Anyways, it's so cute. Let's get started with a bow. So we're going to make a bow that's going to go on the top of the grapevine. And this is a 24-inch oval grapevine, which also is from TMI Gifts. And I love the shape. I think it's super fun. What do you guys think? It's something a little bit different than the regular round, design. So I love the oval. So let me grab my Bodabra. So we're going to be doing our 2 ribbon bow tonight. Let me take a sip of water. How is everybody? It's cold and rainy and gross in New Hampshire today. Mom is on from Florida. Send some sunshine, please, because it's been really blah here all day. So I'm going to grab my pipe cleaner and zip tie for this. And we're going to make a really big bow. So I think this ribbon is going to look really pretty with these flowers. And I'm going to do a shorter tail on this one because we already have this like piece that goes from the top to the bottom. And I want to really try to keep the shape of the oval. So I'm going to do a little bit of a shorter tail. And then we can always cut it if we need to. So we'll do our Bodabra. Oh, you're working? Tired and oh my goodness, Kim. I'm tired thinking about your schedule. That is crazy. Yes, we need sunshine, Patty says. We sure do. It's just been really gross today. And it's not warm, but it's not cold. So at least we can't complain about that. But, you know. All right, I'm going to do 2 big loops with this one. Because what I might do, depending on how it looks when we get it done, is I can always add ribbon to the wreath after. Especially in grapevines, I like to do that. Like you can make the tails or you can add a loop if you need to. Nurse life, I know. Thank you for taking care of all of the sick people because everybody was sick and hopefully now everybody's getting better. That the weather's turning nice and we won't all have our germs to share. All right, I'm going to just dovetail these ends. All right, let me see here. Yeah, I kept thinking Tuesday, and it's like a Monday that thinks it's a Tuesday, which is funny, but pretty ribbon. Thank you. Oh, Amanda's on. Hello, my friend. Yeah, the ribbon is super pretty, isn't it? I love this pink. This would be a good pink for the your mom's birthday party. So Amanda's mom is doing a disco ball cowgirl themed party in October and I can't wait. We're going to be making some really cute centerpieces. And this color I think is like perfect. Perfect for that. All right, I'm going to do my 4 loops with the pink and then we're going to cut the ribbon. So I did leave the pink a little bit longer so that we can curl the ends. All right. And then we'll take it out of the Bodabra. And I'm going to turn my little glue pot down, my little crock pot for the glue, if you will. Disco cowgirl color. This is definitely giving me all of the disco cowgirl vibes. Do you see that? It would be perfect for that. Okay, we are going to tie this baby off once I find my zip tie. Or get a new one. Okay. So here is our bow that's layered. So this is the one for the top. So I decided on this one to do a little bit different and we're going to do either longer tails on the bottom or another smaller bow. Okay. Hello, come on in. Hey, Shannon, welcome. I'm working on my setup. So I apologize. I keep having to like squint at you guys. I can't see my comments on my iPad. So we're going to figure it out together. Okay, here's our bow. Are you guys ready for this? This is so cute. I love the flowered ribbon with the pattern and like lots of colors and then adding the solid ribbon on top. And I like to do, when I do my bows, I usually use 1 or 2 2.5 inch ribbon. So that's the wider one in this. This is going to be the floral ribbon. And then this pink ribbon is the 1.5 inch. So it's a little bit narrow. But what it does is it kind of layers itself nicely so that you're able to see the layers without them all being like right on top of each other. And I'm just going to dovetail these ends. We're going to dovetail our ends and then we're going to see how we want to place this on the wreath. And I like to dovetail my ends, meaning folding the ribbon in half and then cutting it at an angle. But you can certainly just cut it straight across or cut it diagonal, totally up to you. Whoops. Oh, here she is. Okay, are we ready? Loving it. Here is the bow that we're going to start with. So see how it has like the loops of the patterned, and then it has the loops of the solid. And then once it's on the wreath, we can kind of move these around as we need to. That's another nice thing. And I usually put mine on a pipe cleaner or a chenille stem, depending on what you call it. I just find this to be the easiest way to like attach them to the wreaths. You can also use floral wire or a zip tie, but especially with grapevines, I like the chenille stem or the pipe cleaner. So let's see. Make some disco bunnies. Oh, I have a disco bunny that's at Manchester Craft Market, and this I got a while ago now. We have our disco giant bunny that I haven't done anything with, speaking of disco bunnies. But, yeah, disco bunnies are fun. I like disco bunnies. All right, let's attach our bow. And I went with, like, my regular size loops. So I'm just going to attach it. Let's see. I kind of want the pink to be, like, in the front. So we're just going to attach it like this. And then what I do is I just take the pipe cleaners and feed it through the grapevine and then twist in the back. It's super easy. And it also allows you to make it like, I like them nice and tight so that they're not going to move. So you can kind of twist it as you want. And then you just stick them through, twist, and then cut the back off. So what do we think? I was trying to figure out a way that I could make this with you guys so you weren't looking at my backside the whole time. So now you get to look at the side of me. Okay. We have our bow on. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. All right. So here is our bow. I'll hold it up for you guys so you can see it a little closer. So we have that on here now, and now we're going to do some greenery. And then, you know what, I think I'm going to wait and see how we feel about the bottom to add a bow there. Okay. Yeah, I think that's cute. So let's add some greenery. I also like to put the greenery in between the layers of the bow so that it kind of shows like, it shows through a little. I like that like kind of peeking out look. So, all right, let's do some greens. Let's do some greens, shall we? We have these fun sprays that have these leaves, and these have a really fun texture, and they're a lighter green. I'm not sure if you guys can tell that or not, but they're kind of a lighter green, which is really fun. So usually what I do, okay, I'm using the glue pot. You guys can't see it, but it's here, scaring me. Okay. Usually what I do is I just kind of go in. I like to start around the bow, and then this being one of the like bottom layers of the greenery, we're going to kind of work our way out from the bow, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Looks great. Okay, thank you. Like those. Yes, yeah, the oval. The oval is definitely fun. It's a little bit different than your regular, you know, circle. But I just want to make sure that it does show that it's an oval when we're done. Because I was thinking if I did all of the flowers kind of more all the way around, then I think it would be hard to tell it was an oval. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to just clip this guy in half. So each one of these, I clipped these before our live, is one stem. So you definitely get multiple pieces of, you know, flowers or leaves out of each one, because I like to put them like a little bit further out. This one's cute. It has a bunch. Okay, the glue pot and I are getting along so far. Stay tuned. Okay, here's our green. And I'm kind of thinking this is going to go like this. So it's going to be a little more over here and like a little less when we get down here. And I did also organize these and cut them ahead of time, so I knew how much of each I had. Looking good. Do you? Okay, yeah. We'll go a little bit on the inside in here. That's fun. Just to kind of fill it in a little bit. Gives it that like base layer. And then this one, I'm going to kind of go a little bit more down and then like make the turn, if that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So I went live on TikTok earlier today. So hopefully I have a few new friends from there. I don't know if this is going to cut because it's very thick. Maybe not. We'll cut it up here. So yeah, that was fun. What else is going on with everyone? What do you guys have going on this week? It seems like it's a busy week. I didn't go out today, but my daughter said it was busy outside. All right, I'm going to add this one down here. So I like to kind of keep like down here. I want it to kind of like taper off, if that makes sense. And then people do ask me like, how do you know which way to put the leaves? So generally, like, this is my completely unofficial rule of thumb, is if there's a bow or ribbon, I kind of like to do so that it looks like it goes towards them, if that makes sense. So like down here, I just put one in on this side just to give it like, because it's going to be like a bow when we're done. Sometimes people are nervous about which way to put it. First of all, you can't do it wrong. So that's the good news. And you can kind of tell. And if there are other wreath makers like Kim on here, I'm getting glue strings. Let me turn this up. You can kind of tell, like if you're trying to put a floral stem or something in the grapevine and it's like the wrong way, you're going to know. You're going to be able to tell right away. Hello. You did. I missed it. Yeah, I was on TikTok. I hopped on. The only thing I can say about TikTok, thank God they have filters. I wish Facebook had the filter. I don't want to look like a Kardashian or anything. I just want to look like I have makeup on when I'm on there. Because I do feel like a lot of the content that I see that I like is the stuff with the people that are kind of really like real life stuff. Like I recently found, I don't know if anybody reads audiobooks, but I have come across like Book Talk, and there are like bunches of authors, narrators that read audiobooks. And they just go on TikTok and show how they read it and they edit it. And it's literally them working, but like you get to see the behind the scenes, which I thought was very cool. So trying to be a little more authentic, I guess. But if Facebook could get some filters, that'd be fantastic. And who knows if we're losing it again. That's the other thing. I'm going to have to read what you wrote. Hold on one second. Oh my gosh. Okay. I really like the way this is coming out. See how we're going to get that like, right? Are you guys with me? Let's read my comments here. You start from the middle and head out towards the top. Okay. Yeah. See, it's just kind of everybody has their own little way of doing things, which I think is fun. And I have seen people that like do the bow last, but I always do the bow first. So I think that's just a preference thing. I don't think it like makes a difference either way. Okay. We are moving right along. Let me see here. Janice, hello, my friend Janice is here. We are working on our floral grapevine wreaths. I have so much happening here. Okay, so you can kind of see where the greens are going. So that's going to kind of give us like our roadmap for where we're going to put the flowers. So when I do my flowers, you try to do, I kind of think about like the rule of threes, right? I have glue everywhere. But then I also kind of think about like, where would it look cute to have a big flower? I'm just going to curl this guy under for now, or maybe forever. We'll see. But see how like the bow's kind of like playing into the greenery? That's what I was talking about earlier. So let's start with the Stargazer lilies, because these are fun. So we are going to cut the stems on these a little bit and then put her in the glue. So I'm going to go with this one. We're going to kind of go over here. Okay. And the thing about like when you first start the design is it really does, there's no right or wrong. It just kind of depends on where you think you want to place things. And I'm going to do all of the same flower for now for the big flowers. And then I'll fill in with the smaller florals and the greenery and then go back if we need to add anything. So I'm going to add this one here. See, it kind of gives it that like fun, pretty pink. Okay. Oh, I'm going to roll this one up too while we're here. It keeps it out of the way and also will let me decide if I want to keep it rolled up in the design or not. Okay. I still don't know why. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Oh, now I can see the comments. I'm with you guys now. Okay, the website name is tmigifts.com. They're a very super nice family-owned business, and they are amazing. They have all kinds of stuff, so definitely check it out. Don't forget Amanda15 for your coupon code, and you get 15% off. Whoops, wrong one. So now I'm going to add one down here. Oh my gosh, now I feel like I'm connected to you guys again. Disco bunnies. Okay. Yeah, TMI Gifts is awesome. And hello, Miss Georgia. How are you? Amanda's on, Patty's on, Michelle's on. Okay. Okay. I feel like I'm back. So yeah, you guys have the whole week ahead since it's Monday. I'm going to stick this one here. Yeah, like that. Okay. I like how the ribbon kind of picks out the colors in the flowers. I like that a lot. And it has this really pretty, like, it's like an orangey reddish color, but it looks really pretty with the pink. I like that. All comments. Okay. Yeah, I was on TikTok earlier. Mom, it was 88 degrees. That's crazy. And Patty, it was snowing. I did not see that, thank God. Oh, and tell Sunny, Janice, tell Sunny that he's checked in, so we know he's here for the live. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so it's just been a crazy week. And it's only Monday. I want to see if I can get it to show me newest. Okay, perfect. All right. Yeah, it's been a crazy week. I haven't even had time to watch my shows to talk about them with you guys because you know how we feel about our shows. All right, we're going to do one more and it's going to go down here. Okay. Cute. I like it. What do you guys think? Oh, Sunny's on. Oh, good. Good. He can craft with us too. You guys are funny. All right, let's go ahead and add some of our roses. So I have so many roses, and these were all on the same bunch of stems with the stargazers and the other little pink things, the little pink flowers. So we have all of these roses. Look at them all. And I showed this when I did the unboxing, but the quality of these is really good. Sometimes roses can look like super plasticky, and that is not the case with these. So here are the flowers. Do you see how nice they look? And they have like a really pretty like cream greenish bottom. Yeah, these are really cute. So I'm going to add some of these and then we're going to start doing the rest of the green. Because we have a lot of fun green over here. Okay. Oh, I was going to pick up the glue gun. I forgot I'm doing the pot tonight. Glue pot tonight for you guys. So let's add a couple. We're going to do one here, and I'm going to leave the greenery on here. Usually I don't, but I like the way that looks because it kind of fills it in too. Because I like to make sure it looks like the greenery is mixed in with the flowers. I don't want it to look like the flowers are just stuck there. Like I really want to make sure it looks like they kind of go where the greenery is placed. So now we're going to like make the turn, if you will, and just kind of go back around. There we go. See, isn't that cute? I like it when the ribbon like intermixes with the flowers. Okay, let's see where we're going to go with this guy. Okay, so I'm having an Etsy sale and I'm going to extend it because I was in Etsy jail this morning. I don't know what happened, but I went onto Etsy and it was not working. So I'm going to extend my sale for one more day. So everything that is Easter and spring is 25% off and everything is free shipping. So if you are interested in getting something, I can definitely get it to you before Easter as long as you order it like today or tomorrow. I just want to make sure because shipping has been a little challenging. I don't know if anybody else is having kind of crazy times with mailings and shippings, but it's been a little crazy. So I am going to extend that, and there's no coupon code needed or anything. You can just shop right in the shop. It's set up as that way. And I did add a few things that are more everyday than spring, but I just thought I'd put them on sale too. So there are lots of good things available because we are running out of time before Easter. It is coming fast. Okay. I like the way these like look how they just like sit in there very nicely. All right, we have one more. I think we're going to go on this side with it. And these have really nice leaves too. See, sometimes they're small, but these are nice size. Okay, we're going to go with this one down here, kind of on the side. Perfect. There. All right. The glue strings are making me crazy, guys. So we're going to turn up the glue pot. Okay. Cute. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. All right, so now, let me just take a look here. Get these glue strings off. So we're going to go in and do the greenery. So for greenery, we have these. They're like faux eucalyptus. They're darker on the bottom, lighter on the top. And I cut them down into like one stem. So they all came together, and then this is one. Which if you wanted to, you could totally cut this down again and make two if you're doing something smaller. But I'm going to go ahead and leave these as is so that we can use both like the little greens on this one. And they have a nice little stem that is adjustable so you can make sure that you put them like where you want them to be. And I really like this. I love this kind of greenery because you can put it like on the side and it looks like it just kind of falls there. But then you can also put it like standing up too. So it's a fun little versatile greenery. Fun little versatile greenery for everyone. Looking so pretty. Thank you. You had to take a quick call. Oh, Patty had to take a quick call. Listen, you're watching your favorite show on Facebook. There's no time for calls, ma'am. Just kidding. All right, so we're going to add in some more of these. So you can adjust the where they are on the stem. And I have to show you guys, I'm going to take some pictures because I haven't taken any yet. But I finished the wreath for a fundraiser that I'm doing for Center for Women in Enterprise, and it came out so good. So I'm hoping everybody loves it as much as I do. I put the gems on it. I did a little sneak peek the other day, but it wasn't quite finished, and I finished it up today. Let's move this back. There we go. So that'll be fun. And I went to Manchester Craft Market yesterday. I added a few things, but I have to like rehaul my whole spot tomorrow. All right, let's see here. We'll put this guy in here. See how it just kind of like, it just like adds in nicely. And I think I'm going to put a couple, let me put a couple up at the top, kind of going on the right side of the bow. And then I'm going to add some, I think, underneath some of the layers. So I definitely want one here, like so. Okay, and I really like the different shades of green. I think that looks really pretty because we have the lighter green from the other leaves, and now we have the darker green. Now I'm just going to add a couple more, like intermixed. I just have to see where the grapevine is. There we go. And then I'll move my loop over, see, so that it kind of goes like that. All right, so I have a handful of these left. The other thing that's nice about these is that you can cut them short as well, which is nice. And I'm going to do one over here. We're actually going to put it this way. So see how you can kind of tell which way that should be going in the grapevine? Because it would look kind of wonky if you put it the wrong way. It's going to look like it's not going with like the green. Going with the green. Even though I don't think technically there is a green, but that's okay. But that's okay. We know what it means. Okay. Super cute. We're going to do some down here too. Actually, I think I'm going to cut this one. We're going to cut this guy, and then we're going to kind of go down here to fill in. There we go. And then I'm going to kind of pull this over because we can always move the ribbons around after. I just want to make sure that I left these ribbons loose enough because I want them to be like visible, but not necessarily like pulled so tight that they're not able to be moved. So I'm also going to add one on the end. That's a bigger one. Let's pick a smaller one. See how this one only has 2. Okay, I just have to keep making sure I don't miss anything. Once I get this down, we'll be good. Then we'll go on TikTok and Facebook at the same time. Scary. That's scary. That's scary, guys. So after Easter, we have Mother's Day in May. And I have a couple workshops coming up in person, so I will be sharing some info on those. I'm going to put this one right down here so that it kind of fills in on this side. See how it's like filling in now? I really like that. And I have not put the hanger on this, so I tend to make my designs like, I like them a little off the center. I think that's just preference. But if you wanted to do it, you could always do it straight up and down. When I'm done, I will add a hanger just so that it's easier for whoever buys it to hang it on their door so that they don't have to worry about trying to get it in the grapevine. Like, you need to have a hanger on it. Hello, Bella. Hello, Miss Bella, how are you? We are making this fun wreath. Okay. See, look, now we'll be able to move the ribbons over a little to adjust. And I think I'm going to add one right here. Or I could put one up here. Oops. I think I'm going to put it down lower. I think I'm going to put it down here, like here. So that was a lot of greenery from those. It was 3 stems. And look how much greenery it made. Like, it really filled in nicely. I do have a few kind of stragglers in here on my table because I put everything by like color. So we might have a few more to add in when we're done. We'll see. I'm going to put this one at the top. Hello. How do I... Hold on, Michelle. I'm going to see what you're asking. I love questions. Okay, good. Yeah, perfect. Love that. Okay. Michelle says, how do I prepare my grapevine? Okay, so normally what I do, and I have a video which I can share, is I take an awl. Here's my awl, or you can use a screwdriver. And basically what you can do if there's stuff in the grapevine is you use your awl and you kind of like go through and poke it all out. Some of the grapevines, or a lot of the grapevines that come from like Michael's especially, and I'm sure Kim will agree, they come with like a ton of the leaves in it and like just debris from the grapevine. So that's kind of what I do to clean it. And then I go through ahead of time and like clip off any of the grapevine pieces that might be sticking out kind of crazy. This one was such good quality. I literally did nothing. I think I cut like 3 things. And it's also personal preference. Like some people don't like to have longer pieces sticking out. Some people like to have them like really, like it got a haircut and it's very like tight around the edge. That part is just totally up to you. But as far as cleaning the grapevine, that's how we prepared it. And then I just added those ribbons with zip ties today. Kim's like, yes, Michael's grapevines can be a little rough. Okay. I think it's turning out pretty cute. All right, so now we're going to add, let me see what we want to do here. I think we're going to do my new favorite, which are these. And I have 3. Which is perfect. I am going to take the leaves off these because the leaves are, I'm going to take the big ones off and leave the little ones. Whoops, I just took the whole thing off. The leaves are kind of bigger on this one, so I don't want to take over like the neighbor flower. Yes. Cheesy lately. Yeah, it's been rough, honestly. It's been a little tough on the supply department, especially if you have to like rely on one of the stores like Michael's. I definitely am going to start just getting mine from TMI Gifts because their prices are fantastic. The shipping is fast and they're much cleaner. And I have actually found that like the ones at Michael's as well, like see how this is like nice and thick and it has lots of grapevine. Sometimes if you get them and they have less, like it's harder to keep things in. And then it's also like, it doesn't look as pretty when it's done, if that makes sense. Because you want to be able to see the grapevine part of it, usually, but you also don't want it to look like it's just like a Charlie Brown tree. If that makes any sense. The grapevine is so full. Yes. I know. And honestly, like the quality of what you start with is going to be such a big deal compared to what you're ending up with. Like it's hard when you get something like a bad grapevine. Like you can't, I mean you can, but it's going to cost you so much more trying to fill it in and it's just going to look like you're covering up something that's like Charlie Brown. Okay, so we did our 3, which I like. I wanted to do 2 on the bottom and 1 at the top to give it that like triangle, right? And now we're going to do some of the purple flowers, which are going to be kind of just, I'm thinking like poked through. I just wanted to kind of look like they were just popping through the other flowers, if that makes sense. Oh, here's Kathy. Hi, Kathy. How are you? It's looking beautiful. Oh, look, I'm doing my glue gun. It's not even on. All right, we're going to add the purple. And I seriously, like, the detail in these is amazing. Do you guys see that? The TMI Gifts code is Amanda15. And they do have free shipping sometimes. I don't know if it's today. But the 15% off, the prices are really good. And the quality is amazing. And they honestly ship so fast. Like they ship super fast. I ordered some stuff from TikTok Shop because, you know, that's where it's at. And it took like so long to get here. And I think I'm spoiled because everything normally comes quickly when you order online. Yeah, I like that. Just to like make it look like it's like poking through. Okay. TMIgifts.com. TMIgifts.com, and then Amanda15. That was so nice of them to give me a code too. I got which I haven't made anything with, but I don't know if you guys remember or if you saw it, but I bought a chocolate bunny sign. It's a metal sign that looks like a chocolate bunny, and it is so cute, and it came from there. I also ordered some roses. Actually, I think I did a haul. I did like an order, and then I did an opening. So if you saw that, then that's where I got all these goodies, was from my friends at TMI Gifts. And we're going to be doing some workshop kits too, which I'm super excited about, because I think workshops are fun. And if you didn't know, I do workshops and classes. I have them at Manchester Craft Market. I've done online. I actually went to Rhode Island and did workshops there. Locally in Wyndham, I've done them. So if you have a couple friends and you want to have a craft night or a girls' night or a couples' night, they make really fun times. Okay, Kathy, you like it? Yeah, this one is so big and so pretty. I usually use a smaller grapevine. Hang on, I'm like manhandling this thing. But I love the bigger. I love this. This is amazing. I'm just going to put one here so there's like a little cluster of them. Cute. Okay, I'm liking the glue pot. Knock on wood. I reserve the right to change my mind at any time. I'll put this one here. Okay. You should see all of the stuff still I have left. I like these a lot because they're singles too. So you can really make them like pop in. Like they just happen to pop up there. Okay, let's see. Like that. We'll do a couple more. I'm going to do a couple at the top near the bow, like we did before. Like up here. Okay. Oh yeah, that's cute. Look at that. Okay. See, I really think this bow is, with the two ribbons, the different size, I think this bow's perfect for this. And then this one I'll probably give a little twist to when we're done. Hang on, let me scoot it over. Which way do I go? This way. Okay. Perfect. So what do you guys think? Let me know. Because we still have to add in the white, which I think is really going to make it pop. Now I'm going to do these, whoops, I got one stuck. We're going to do these pink clusters of flowers. These ones. Super cute. So this is just going to add a different kind of pink to it. And I think we're going to do this one over here. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I do tend to like make my designs more compact. I have not yet mastered the very like loose looking flowers. It's just preference, so sometimes I do try. Okay, Miss Kim says, love your glue gun. Oh, love your glue pot. You got a permanent. Oh yeah, you had that really bad burn. I know, I'm a glue gun girl. I am definitely like team glue gun. I have used a glue gun from day one. Hang on here, let me get this guy to go in. It's getting kind of full. That's what there we go. Yeah. So my glue gun, if you haven't seen it in the past, I love Ryobi. I have them all. I have this one. I have the mini. I have the pen. I have the dual temp one. So I am a glue gun girl. They do, so the glue pot, if you're not sure what we're talking about, it basically looks like a crock pot. It's a little tiny crock pot that you put your glue in and it melts it. And then what I'm doing is I'm just dipping the end of the stem into the glue. So it is faster, I will say, because otherwise I do have to like put the glue on everything. But I like it for this. I think there's definitely like a time and a place for both, if that makes any sense. Like when I'm sitting down, I don't like to have my glue pot on too much because I use all of my workspace and I don't want it to get in the way. Okay, we're going to put this one over here. Whoops, if I can get it to stay. You guys, this one does not want to go in. Okay, there we go. Perfect. It's going in whether it wants to or not. There we go. Oh, I like that. Okay, so now we'll do some white. I think that the white's really going to give it that like accent to make the other colors pop. So these I just left when I cut them. I left them as is, so they are longer. Like, see how long these are? But I'm going to cut them down a little bit because they do have a space where you can do that. So I think I'm going to do these in half. Yeah, and those are still very pretty usable pieces. Oh, see, old habits die hard. I'm going to put this one in here. Yeah, and the thing I like about this particular stem and flower is that it gives it like a little bit of a shape because it's pointed, so you get that like that little end like that. All right, now where did I just put the other one? Here it is. So yeah, this is the other half of that one, so it's still nice and long. And then I'm going to start it over here. I think we're going to go right here if we can. There we go. Yeah. And we'll just rearrange our ribbons because we do that like, 9,000 times. You have to make sure your ribbons are all in the right spot. So we're going to add this guy. Like, see how they have this really, I want to show you guys. See how they have this like nice pointy end? Do you guys see that? So these would look really pretty actually in a Christmas tree. I would put these in my tree. Like just set them in. I think that'd be pretty. See how the white like gives it that pop of color? Hang on, I'm going the wrong way again. See how it gives it like that little bit of pop? I want to do one at the top as well. And then we do have another white flower. We have the little white daisy. I don't know if it's a daisy, but it looks like a daisy. Okay, so I want to do this one at the top. So we can add him up here. Yeah. To give it that like pointed at the top vibe. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And then we're going to add a little bit of the white. So, hello, come on in. Oh, Miss Connie, hello. Lots of texture and depth, yes. The wreath is, oh, thank you. Yeah, the colors are good. Do you guys see how tiny this is? This is me reading the tiniest screen ever. So thank you for bearing with me. Yeah, the colors, they know how to do colors, let me tell you, because I had picked a couple of the bushes and then the ribbon and then all of the other ones. So Lori at TMI Gifts, she, amazing, super shout out. And sometimes it is hard to see, and I always say you have to like hang with me till the end. But if you see something like maybe the ribbon wasn't something you thought you would like, but once you get it in the design with all of the florals and they all come together, it really does make that difference. one of my friends, one of my very good friends who I love dearly, I was making something and she was convinced it was going to be terrible. And the colors were like peacock, and she just did not have faith, but then it came out great and she loved it. So you have to just figure out the colors. So I'm going to put a couple of these below the bow, so they're kind of like on top of the greenery. And then that way there, it gives it like a little bit of extra dimension too. And see how long these are? We have a lot of stem to work with. Okay, my glue pot girls, what's with the strings, the glue strings? Whoops. Because my glue gun doesn't do that. I'm getting used to it. We're trying new things and we're branching out, right? I want to put this one on the end, over on the top. I'm thinking like here, which is not really the end, but that's okay. Yeah, then we can kind of drape it down and around. So that'll have some white, and then we're going to do a couple more whites. So yeah, if you guys are on TikTok or even on YouTube, that is where I'm putting all of my videos, because Facebook is going to start deleting lives over 30 days old. So, and we just don't know what's ever going to happen with TikTok. So definitely give me a follow. And if you're not already on my email list, if you go to my website, whimsywreath.com, you can sign up and be on my VIP email list. And that I would love to have you, and you get all kinds of information ahead of time. I share like sale news first and new products and all of that good stuff, workshop info. And, yeah, so definitely sign up if you're not already on my list. And we are getting near the end of this thing. I have some more white flowers that I'm going to add in after I hop off here. But I wanted you guys to see like most of the things. It's almost all done. And then I might, depending on how we're feeling, I might put another piece of ribbon on the end just to give it like an extra tail. We'll see. Hello, Miss Debbie. Hello. Your glue gun. Mom's glue pot doesn't have strings. Okay, well, that's good to know, Mom. I don't remember when I used Mom's if it was like this. But I got a different one, so maybe that's why. Yeah, that looks cute too. I want it to go like on the edge. Okay, so again, keep in mind, this is a 24-inch wreath, grapevine. So let's add a couple more and then we'll be done. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. And don't forget, if you are catching the replay, to add that for me to the comments, #replay. And if you guys ever have questions or you need anything, please feel free to message me. Again, I do workshops and classes. I've been getting that question quite a bit lately. And Mother's Day is coming up, which is a good gift. I have lots of good gift ideas. And I do ship direct. So if you order something from someone and they don't live near you, I'm happy to ship it to them with a note from you and a matching gift bow. I've done that quite a bit for Mother's Day and it was really fun. Oh, Patty's smiling. Hello, Roxy. Miss Roxy's here. How's it going? This is Monday Night Live special. I love these white flowers. See how they kind of like stick out from the rest of the design? It gives it like that really fun, playful, whimsy look. I definitely want to add a couple more to the top. Okay, let's see. What is Kim saying? Miss Kim. You do get a lot of string. Okay. I know, and to get the glue strings off, I usually just hit it with the blow dryer when I'm done. They're not a big deal. It's more annoying me than anything else. They really have no other, like, they're not hurting anything. They're just annoying me. I'm going to put this one here and then turn it so that it will lay on the bow. That's the plan. Yeah. See how they like. And then again, we can kind of do what we want with a bow if we want to leave it curled, leave the ribbon curled, or we can uncurl it, either one. All right, we are going to do this one. We're going to do this one and then see where we're at. Definitely need some down here. Whoops. I'm going to go down here. I have to like hold it very good to put the, when it gets full. Oh yeah, cute. And then this one will kind of be hanging down if it'll stay, which I think it will. Okay, yeah. All right, what do we think? What do you guys think? I have a few more things to add off camera, but here it is. Here she is. She is amazing. So we have the oval 24-inch oval grapevine. Here's what the back looks like, which I will clean it up when I'm done. I make sure everything is clipped in so nothing will scratch your door or stick out the back. And then we did the florals, the greenery, everything. And all of these products, again, you can find at tmigifts.com. I definitely will be ordering a few of these things. And like, look at the quality of the florals. Like, it's so good. And this is just one way you can do a floral grapevine. But like I said, I wanted to really showcase the ribbon in the center so you're able to see that too. So it kind of gives it like a fun, playful look. But this is really pretty. And the flowers match the ribbons perfectly. I'm going the wrong way. So yeah, so this will be hitting my Etsy shop. If you are interested in it, it is definitely one of a kind. I will not be able to remake it, so let me know. You can always message me, and if you're local, I'm happy to deliver and drop off. And this is a spring summer. I kind of called it a spring summer, but really you could leave this up at any time. It's just such a pretty, welcoming floral wreath. It would be fine. You could always bring it indoors as well and enjoy it inside. So there's a lot of options with this. This would look really pretty on a glass door or like a dark door. That would be really pretty. So lots of options with this one, but don't forget tmigifts.com. Amanda15 is your coupon code to take 15% off. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. But thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight for our special Monday Night Live collab with TMI Gifts. And I will see you guys later. Have a good night.